Well, hello everybody. It is November 21st, 2023, and it is Tuesday. It's the Tuesday weekly video here at Lynchpin. And for anybody who's watching this, it'll of course be in a podcast format later, but for anybody watching it, you can barely see it here. I have a chair. I'm sitting down for the first time during ever for one of these videos. I can stand, but sitting is a better fit right now. So I had a full and total hip replacement on Wednesday, and so tomorrow will be 1 week. So I'm just a day shy of 1 week of that procedure, and so I'll dive into how that's been and all that stuff. And it's very humbling, very cool, very humbling. But before we dive in, a couple pieces of housekeeping. First, a screenshot that I got from the Private Track, the Facebook group today, which is really cool. This is from Steve S., who says, this is his first post. I've been following Lynchpin for a little over 2 months now. I'm doing CrossFit for more than 12 years, but I've only been doing the workouts for about 4 weeks. Why is that? There's a lot to unpack there, but the short answer is that my body was pretty beat up. I'm also stubborn, and I was a little bit afraid. So beat up, I can assume from probably doing competitor programming unnecessarily, or the heavy lift followed by Metcon every day, stubborn to change his ways, and then scared because you think, how can one workout a day actually work? And how can me reducing the amount of times that I lift every week get me really strong? So I get the fear. So I probably resisted for a while. But Steve says, today I'm celebrating the fact that for the first time in 3 months, I was snatching for reps pain-free. Is that crazy? Some people think they need to just live in agony. That's not the way to live. Take it from somebody who just had a hip replacement surgery. Celebrating that while I'm not 100%, my body is healing and I don't leave the garage feeling exhausted, beat up, or drained. Yet, I have never been shortchanged. This is both my hello to everyone and me saying thank you to Coach for the programming, his sincerity and belief in what he does and this community. Lynchpin does it right. Steve. And then a little Canadian flag. So it's got to be representing Canada. So Steve, super cool post. Welcome aboard. Think you're going to be very happy. All right. So let's catch everybody up. Oh, a couple other things too. Just got to give some shout outs. I'll respect some people's privacy also. But we've got a member who's been open and honest in the group that his daughter, I can't even imagine how terrifying this would be, has been on the wait list for quite some time for a heart transplant. And she's been in the hospital for a while because she's just at that stage, and they've been just hoping and praying that something actually happens. And the heart has arrived, and her daughter is getting a heart transplant tonight. So thoughts and prayers, obviously, that everything goes fantastic with that. And then we had another member just join who asked us to keep her family in her thoughts and prayers, especially during the holidays, because the holidays are rough. That last month they just lost their 18-year-old son, and so obviously you can understand why the holidays would be rough. And so that's what community is for, and reaching out to people, and everybody's sending good energy their way and thoughts and prayers. So let's do that as well. Okay, so today is, Tuesday. I got my surgery last Wednesday, so it's been just shy of 1 week. So Wednesday, the surgery ended at about 5 p.m. Emily picked me up, drove me home and all that good stuff. Thursday, the next day, I'll tell you why I was stupid. So I got a host of pills and medications that I was supposed to take. And the pain pills are oxycodone. And I never had any issues with tough time coming off that stuff or finding it really delicious and wanting to keep it going. That was never an issue, but they're like, look, oxycodone works really well, pain medication, but it generally causes constipation. And sorry not to provide too much information, but I was like, I don't want to deal with that and have to take a stool softener and all that's nonsense, so I just won't take the pain medication, right? That's smart. And then I won't get constipated, won't have to take a stool softener, and life will be great. Not thinking that, after the anesthesia fully wears off, what will it feel like if somebody just sliced my hip open, took a hacksaw, cut the head of my femur off, put a new one on, screwed it in, and stitched me back up? I can answer that question after not taking any pain meds on Thursday. it would hurt very badly. No one's fault by my own, and by the end of Thursday, I was in a very bad way. Let's go ahead and say that. The pain was intolerable. I was lightheaded. If I would stand up, I'd feel like I was going to black out. It was really, really bad. And so I did wind up taking some pain medication Thursday night, or else I don't even know what would have occurred, but I would have just imploded. Friday and Saturday were good. Better, I should say. And then Sunday was bad. I don't know what happened Sunday. Our kids got sick. We got 3 kids. Our youngest boy came home with something. We didn't know if he had like appendicitis. He was in a real bad way and a ton of pain in his gut. But then that eventually went away, but he obviously had something. And Lane got sick at daycare, and then here I am, fresh out of surgery. So I got sick with something too on top of having my surgery. I had a fever, I had the chills, I had the shakes. I was feeling super weak. My stomach was an absolute mess. Sunday was bad news. Last night, Lane wasn't improving. She was actually getting worse, so we took Lane to the emergency room last night. So, that's just life, right? Life doesn't play by the rules. Life doesn't only throw things your way when the timing's right. Life says, hey, you know what? Total hip replacement. Would that be challenging enough? Okay, let's throw these other things in there. And you just roll with the punches and try not to go crazy. So that's that. As far as me, I'm trying not to be stupid, and I genuinely can say I haven't intentionally overdone anything, and I haven't intentionally overextended myself and done anything stupid. I will say that being inactive sucks. It is like torture. It is one of like the 5th ring of hell. I absolutely hate it. It's driving me crazy. I'm sure some people like just sitting around. It is not for me. It's driving me bonkers. So 3 times a day I do my little rehab exercises and all that, but I'm not really, it's only week 1, so I'm not trying to be totally stupid. I mean, the stitches haven't even healed, the wound hasn't even healed. I don't want to tear that thing back open again, so I haven't been stupid. So I'm giving myself at least week 1 to just do my rehab exercises, to not really do much more than that, to allow my body 7 days of like, okay, you just got cut open, you can take a week and just chill. I see JJ, can we see the bruises and the scar? You could, but this would turn the video from G-rated into another rating. It's not that big of an incision, all things considered. It's maybe 5 or 6 inches, the incision that I would say, and healing pretty well. Again, because I haven't done anything stupid with it. The only thing, I've had to do stuff that just life demands, because Emily's doing stuff with the 2 boys. She's running somebody to school. I'm here with Lane, who can't attend daycare because she got sick, and we had to take her to the ER last night. And if she needs a diaper change, hip replacement or not, I'm going to make my way down onto the floor on all 4s and, get my body in whatever position I need to execute the diaper change, and then get it just going. So those things have happened, and just, so I haven't intentionally tried to seek out anything stupid to do. Just life with 3 kids is just, throw stuff at you. I'm using a cane. They gave me a walker and a cane, and the walker, I just can't do the walker. Can't do it. I just won't allow myself to do it, and I need one hand to at least do something. So I immediately put myself starting on day 1 on the cane. The walker can go into the garbage. So hopefully that'll aid my ability to heal faster, because I'm forcing my body to deal with the cane. I'm probably walking more than I should, if I'm being totally honest. But again, I'm not seeking that out. It's just stuff has to get done. Emily's doing as much as she can, and I'm doing, whatever just has to get done. I have been able to do some air squats, which is really cool. So the air squats, I haven't done them to nothing. I've done them to a cushiony chair that we have in our living room, that when I sit down in it and my weight, sinks into it a little bit, I'm just below parallel, just barely. It's actually perfect. And I'll do 20 I've worked up to, now 20 just slow, steady air squats at breakfast, at lunch, and then at dinner. And that's that, So let's see. What else am I doing? I've been doing some knee push-ups on top of my physical therapy exercises. So when I do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'll do 2 sets of 20 knee push-ups. So I'm getting in about 104, 120 knee push-ups a day, with the air squats and just the physical therapy. So that should be good. I guess I did make my way out into the garage to do some ring rows. Just a couple sets, nothing big, nothing to write home about, but it's always good just to get in some upper body pulling, and there's no loading. I'm not dangling off the ground or whatnot. I put my body at a very reasonable angle and just did a couple sets of 10 ring rows. I think that's going to be a nice thing for both my physical and mental health as well. So that's it. Yeah, I think I am actually being smart. I feel confident saying that I am being smart. Melanie said, can't help myself, right? So come on, some ring rows. I'm here to tell you that I am beginning this upcoming week at like the 1 week mark. I think I'm going to work on some very light kettlebell deadlifts. Very light. And we've got a couple 25-pound kettlebells in the garage. And I think I'll do my physical therapy here in the house. And then when I go out into the garage, I'll do 2 sets of 10 with the kettlebell deadlifts. Just a pair of 25 in each hand. 2 sets of 10 ring rows, and I'll walk back in and do that at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And so I'll get in the below parallel with the air squats, the upper body pushing with the knee push-ups. I'll get in some light weighted from the floor pulling with the kettlebell deads. I'll get in some upper body rows, and I'll do that for at least this next week and see how that goes. And then I would love to get myself on the Echo Bike. I don't think those words have ever been uttered by anybody on the face of the earth for all of history, but I'd love to get myself on the Echo Bike and start some pedaling. And I don't see why that would be bad next week. I think that might be okay. Pedal just very gently just to keep it moving, but I'll play that by ear as well. But I think all that stuff is in my future, and then gradually, the first 6 weeks you have to basically kind of chill. So for the first 6 weeks, everything's going to be light, everything's going to be low intensity, everything's going to be intelligent, and just baby step, baby step, baby step. Never looking to do something that's so aggressive or too much or too whatever that you take a step back. Nobody's looking to take a step back with the healing process. So that's that. And the only other thing I will say is that it has been I've been hurt multiple times in my life. This original injury, which happened like 23 years ago when I broke my pelvis, that was very humbling. It took me a couple of years to come back from that. I've had motorcycle wrecks, and then maybe 5 or 6 years ago I had a hernia, an umbilical hernia. And so, that's basically your abdominals, which you tense doing literally everything. So when they say you can't use your abdominals, that you literally can't do anything. So that was a miserable thing to come back, and that was 6 weeks of just very light activity. So I kind of, I know what it feels like. And anytime that I've been injured, and this is no different, it is just a 100% exercise in gratitude. That would be my message to everybody. Gratitude. One of those things that you just don't appreciate what you have until it's gone, right? We're all human beings, and you all have that wonderful drive, which is why you do what we do with Lynchpin. You do things that are uncomfortable, you push yourselves, you get outside your comfort zone, you don't settle, you're always striving and improving and challenging yourself, and that's all great. That also can be found in this sort of human being that's like never happy with where they're at, right? Because you're always looking at what's next. How can I improve? Okay, great. I did Isabel at, not Isabel, what did we do the other day? With the power snatches and the the burpees over the bar. What is the name of that? It's not, what's the name of it? But point being, whatever the workout happens to be, if you did it at 95 pounds for the men, you're upset that you didn't use 115. If you did Ingrid, thank you very much, Ingrid. We did Ingrid. If you used 115 for the wild card, you're upset that you didn't do 135 because that's prescribed. In same, number scheme for the women's side of the house or whatnot. Wherever you are, you're just, good. And whatever your time on the clock is, you're like, that's good. Even if it was a PR, you're like, it's a PR, but I could have pushed a little harder. Like, it's just people, right? And having an injury like this, it just forces me to pause and have this amazing gratitude and appreciation that I hope everyone can benefit from without needing a full hip replacement, which is celebrate the fact that you can move your body, that you can move an external object. Who cares if it's slow? Who cares if the loading isn't what you want it to be? The fact that you have the physical capability to walk into your garage, put on some tunes, load up the barbell, get a sweat going on, you are winning. 100% winning. So you are good to go. So that's that. I see somebody says they didn't know that I had an operation. Yes, I had an operation. I actually, maybe the most recent Instagram video I did was what led up to it and why I had that happen. It's basically from a military accident 23 years ago. So nothing related to strength and conditioning or whatnot. It was just in the cards. But yeah, have gratitude. Appreciate what you have. Appreciate what you can do, because you don't realize how cool it is, regardless of what loading's in the bar, until it's gone and you can't do it. And then you're just surfing through Instagram or the BTWB private linchpin group or the private Facebook group, seeing anyone's numbers, and you're like, I'm so jealous that you can do that. It looks so cool. I would love to do that right now, but I can't. It's miserable. So hey, it is what it is. So just appreciate your numbers. Functional movement is cool, regardless of the loading. And like I've said before, in times like this, just reiterate it. It doesn't matter how much you squat. What matters is that you do squat, that you are on the path, you are pursued in the journey of trying to improve your functional movements. That's what matters, that you get into the gym and you squat. I don't care what's on the barbell. The fact that you're doing it and you're dedicated to trying to make it better is a win. So it doesn't care what your Ingrid time was. None of that stuff matters. It matters is that you're doing it. You scaled it appropriately for where you are. You made smart decisions, and you're going to do it again tomorrow. And you're around a community that thinks the same, is going to keep you from doing stupid stuff, pick you up when you're down, dust you off, and send you on your way forward. So that's it. And that's also why I think a lot of strength-based programs and doing a heavy lift every day before Metcon is stupid. Quite frankly, I've been very vocal and honest about this, is because that to me is just rolling the dice. Not allowing proper recovery, sliding under heavy weights more frequently than you should. You're just rolling the dice of how long you get away with it, and then you tweak yourself on one day chasing a big number, and then you don't train properly for 6 months, and none of that was worth it. None of it was worth it. So keep your body healthy, keep your mind healthy, make some good decisions. I think that's about it. And the last thing I'll say is, so test 14 is the final test we have to do for the Linchpin Challenge, and it's actually live right now. You can go into the BTWB app, tap the 3 buttons in the upper left-hand side, get the drop-down menu, go to Challenges, and sign up for Test 14. Really cool shirt, really cool sticker. I think I'm going to do a full video on it tomorrow so everybody can see what it's all about. But we're going to keep the challenge open for like 10 days or 2 weeks or something like that, like a fair amount of time. Since you get the holidays coming up or whatnot, people might be traveling. You're going to have like 2 full weekends to knock it out. This first weekend and the weekend after it. And it should be good to go. So let's see. Oh, actually, I got them right here. I can reach them, so I'll show you real quick. It's a black shirt for guys and a black tank for women. I think it came out really cool. So Linchpin Test 14 is you load up the barbell like you're going to do Grace, 135 for men, 95 pounds for women. 15 clean and jerks, as quick as you can. 30 cals on the air bike, 20 for women, and then 15 more clean and jerks. So 15 clean and jerks, 30 cals or 20 cals, and then 15 clean and jerks. So if you got the potential for Grace and to move the air bike, it can be a burner of a workout. And you're touching a barbell, you're lifting weight. So here's a shirt we come up with. I think it's really cool. It just says lift, but it has the eye as a barbell. Is that cool? I think it's probably mirror image because of how I'm doing it on Instagram, but simple, beautiful, and there's a linchpin on the back. And so there'll be a black tank top like that for women, so it should be pretty awesome. So you can sign up, do the challenge for free. Keep your Visa card in your wallet as far as I care. Have a blast and just see where you shake out on the leaderboard. get the shirt if you want to get the shirt. I think the shirt came out really cool. It might actually be one of my all-time favorites. And then we got a little sticker too, because you know what? This is the sort of workout that if you want, you can just burn it down. So again, the sticker will be mirror image, but it'll say, send it. That's it. I mean, what more could you want? A shirt that says lift or a sticker that says send it, or you can get both. So I think we'll do a full video for that tomorrow, just pumping up test 14, talking about the various options and all that stuff. But you can go right now. It's live. And like I said, I think it'll be live for about 2 weeks that you can have fun with it. And I think the final thing is, in case anybody missed it, there is I see somebody says they love the shirt and they love the sticker. So cool. Again, I really like this shirt. I think it's one of my favorite shirts that we've ever put out. Free ebook. If anybody's interested, you can go to CrossFitLynchpin.com, go to the little tab that says ebook, and download the free ebook. I made a 52-page ebook on how to program strength and conditioning workouts to get you really fit from a minimalist approach, and it's free. So go ahead and check it out. And it walks you start to finish through creating an entire 4-week block of programming. All the decisions, all that stuff. I share a whole bunch of charts and analysis tools that I've come up with over the years, and so I think everybody will find it very beneficial to you, and it's free. So hopefully you enjoy it. Okay, that's it. Be on the lookout tomorrow. I'll put down another video for the Test 14 challenge. I will live vicariously through all of you doing it. And that's it. Have a great day. I'm going to, I'll show you my cane. How great is this? It's even got like a lanyard. You know how you know your cane is just totally gangster? It's got a lanyard on it. This is the deal right there. So, humbling as always. All right, everybody. Keep being kind to each other, and we'll talk later.